So God certainly has a sense of humor. This morning we had no power the whole morning. And then you start to think, we're in lockdown, we can't leave the house. It was drizzling outside, the kids couldn't play in the garden, they had no school because there was no power, and there was a little bit of mayhem. So that brought to mind for me how very often people think, you see, Hashem has it in for me. It's one bad thing after the next. One thing goes wrong after the next. Some people think that that's the whole definition of 2020, this whole year. It's just been one thing after the next. I don't know if you saw that meme that was doing the rounds. I don't know what's going to happen at the end of this, but I can assure you nobody's going to turn around and say, dance like it's 2020. But I'm not sure that I agree with that. Because at the end of the day, how we feel and the attitude that we adopt will determine if we can dance or not. It will determine if we could be happy or not. I actually chuckled when the power went off this morning. Nope. Yet another thing to have to deal with. Because I look around and there's so many things to be grateful for. And that's a great exercise that I think we should be doing at this particular time. Just think of what we have to be grateful for. Members of our family, our own health, the fact that we live in a modern world, that we have amenities that people prior to this generation never dreamed of. There really is much to be happy about. The Mishnah says in Pirkei Avos in Ethics of the Fathers, Eizehu Ashir, who is wealthy, Hasameach Bechelkoi. The person who learns and knows and understands how to rejoice with whatever they have. I think we've become a society that is constantly looking at what we don't have and what somebody else has and trying to get a bit of that. And this lockdown has forced us to confront what we have. And that Mishnah tells us, Hasameach Bechelkoi. You can be joyous, not just satisfied. You can be joyous with what you have. So my thought for today is, let's reflect on the things that we have to be grateful for, the things that bring us joy, that are always in our life, even when the things that we're used to are temporarily unavailable. Please God, you should have a lot of joy and you should feel a lot of gratitude. Stay safe and stay sane.